Hi there. Today, we're going to talk about when most preschool owners picture selling their school, they really imagine doing it on their own terms. Maybe when they're ready to retire, or when the market's hot, or when they've built the business into exactly what they want it to be. But the truth is, that's not usually how it happens. The reality is that many owners don't plan to sell, they have to sell. And often it's because life threw them a curveball they didn't see coming. I'm Chelsea Reue, a childcare sales specialist, and in this video, I want to have a real behind-the-scenes conversation with you about why it's so important to prepare for an exit before you think you need one. Because the unexpected happens more often than you think. And when it does, preparation is the difference between a chaotic fire sale and a strategic, profitable transition. And I suspect you want the latter. So here's something I've learned about working with countless preschool owners. Almost everyone thinks they'll be the one to choose when and how they sell. But more often than not, the decision isn't entirely theirs. Life happens, circumstances change, and when they do, the business you worked so hard to build can suddenly become something you have to sell. Sometimes quickly isn't about fear, it's about being realistic and proactive. So in the business world, we talk about what's known as the 5 Ds. These are the 5 most common reasons owners are unexpectedly pushed into selling. And they're almost always outside of your control. Let's talk about the first one, divorce. A marital split can drastically change your financial picture. Assets may need to be divided, or one partner may need to exit the business entirely. Death. It's difficult to think about, but if something happens to you or a co-owner, the future of the business and its value can become complicated very quickly. Disability, illness, or injury can prevent you from running your school, often without warning. Without a plan, you could find yourself scrambling to sell under pressure. Disagreement. Partnerships don't always last forever. Visions, goals, priorities can shift. Even life scenarios and situations can shift. And when they do, the only solution might be a buyout or a sale. Downturn. Whether it's the economy, regulations, funding changes, demographic shifts, outside forces can suddenly make selling the smartest option or even your only option. And one of these scenarios can flip plans upside down. Think that checkerboard. Bloop! And they happen far more often than many owners realize. So the reason these events are so impactful is they normally happen very fast. You don't get months or years to prepare, you get weeks. And when you're forced to sell quickly without a plan, you often lose leverage. And that can mean accepting a lower purchase price, facing longer timelines, or even watching a deal fall apart because your books, systems, or documentation just aren't ready. But the good news, all of that's avoidable if you prepare before you need to. So owners who plan ahead are in completely different position when life happens. They already have clean financials and they're ready for buyer review. They know their school's approximate market value. They have documentation of their policies and systems that make that business attractive to a new buyer. And most importantly, they get to control the narrative, even in the middle of chaos and unexpected change. Planning isn't necessarily about predicting the future. It's really about protecting your legacy, your income, and even your peace of mind. So let me give you a quick example of how much preparation really can matter. So let's go with 2 schools. Similar enrollment, similar revenue. Owner A was forced to sell after she had a medical emergency and hadn't updated her books in years. It took 4 months just to organize the financials, and the delay cost her leverage. She ended up accepting an offer 30% below what the school was worth. Now, owner B did annual evaluations, she kept clean records, and had a transition plan ready. So when an unexpected forced to sale, she was under contract within 60 days and sold for full market value. Same business model, but 2 very different outcomes. And the difference was preparation. So, what does preparation actually look like? Here are a few steps you can start today. Schedule a baseline valuation, even if you're not selling. Keep your financials current and organized. Document your policies, systems, and operational processes. Train and empower your leadership team so the business isn't dependent upon you. And talk to a broker before you're ready, not after you're forced to sell. So these simple steps don't just prepare you for an emergency, they can also really increase the value of your school, even if you decide to keep it. You cannot control divorce, disability, or a market downturn, but you know what you can control? How prepared you are to respond when life happens. The owners who protect their legacy, maximize their value, and transition on their terms aren't the ones with the best luck. They're the ones who planned ahead. So to help you get started, I've created a free exit ready checklist, and it's a really simple tool you can use to evaluate how prepared your school is for an unexpected event. And if you're really serious about being proactive, explore more free resources in my resource library. And all of these are really designed to help you protect your school's value no matter what your future holds.